Hi, I'm Justin Anderson. I'm a senior winger on the Marist Rugby Club team, and I'm a psychology major with a minor in social work. Yeah,
How you doing today, Justin?
not too bad, not too bad.
You know, going into prior to the season of your senior year, what was your expectations for your team this year?
I mean, as of where we finished off last year, we finished off. We beat a really good team in the 15s playoffs, and a team that we weren't supposed. No, actually, we tied with a team that we were supposed to get smacked by. So that was good. And then going into the seventh season, we ended up losing in the finals. So we were always just like right there, and it was just like, all right, like we still have the same pieces coming back. We had a couple new starters that like worked their way up and like showed that they're like showed to prove themselves, like people who can score. And then we got a whole bunch of new freshmen that came in, big dudes that are that can bang with the other big guys. So I expected it to go pretty well.
So what would your opinion be on your season so far?
Well, we just started, so we had a tournament last weekend actually where we played against. So we played against a New Jersey team, the one that beat us last year in the sevens finals, and it was their tournament, and they hosted us with, I think it was an Albany men's team, and a couple other D1A colleges like Stony Brook and whatnot, and we're D2A, so we were going in as like underdogs, but we showed some glimpses of being able to like fight with the big guys. A couple of our new guys were scoring on the men's team goods, and we looked pretty good, but there's definitely some work that needs to be done if we want to make some noise in the seventh season this season.
Okay. What is your biggest, I would say, advantage or trait that you bring to the team? I feel like.
In terms of myself, I'd say one big advantage I brought to the team was being that I started as a flanker freshman year, which is a forward or like a pat guy. Those are like the bigger guys, because I'd say like my freshman year I was a little bigger than I was now, but in terms of like I was like a husky guy. I ate a lot, so yeah. I would like to say like 195 pounds. So I was with the big dudes, but then like we got our new coach. I started going to the gym a little bit more, and I shed the weight and I got a little bigger. And coach saw that I can actually run fast. And so like I'd say like in terms of my game, it's like quick, like changing directions, run and just like run by people. This year was like the first year I learned how to use my body. Like I really learned how to like get my shoulder into people and like try to knock people over as I'm running. So yeah, like I learned a lot this year just from like playing a lot more. It's just
What's the most important thing in your opinion you feel like you think about like when playing a rugby game?
Okay. Oh, I say like in terms of like mindset, like you have to like not worried about getting hit, because it's when you worried about getting hit is when you actually that's when you'll get hurt. Like you just gotta go in there and like just expect that it's gonna get dirty. Like your uniform shouldn't be clean by the end of the game. I mean, like they kind of make that joke about me because wingers don't really they don't get that much action until they get the ball. So, but yeah, like if you're playing a game, expect to get tackled, expect to tackle people. And in terms of just playing, you gotta always be like focused, because plays happen so quick. Like you got like if your man gets tackled, you gotta get right behind him and either form a ruck or support a ruck, like right over him and set the new line of scrimmage. So, like if you don't, the opposing team can just like step over and pick up the ball. So, it's really important that you're about your wits when you're playing rugby.
So, final question though, as a senior playing rugby for 4 years, what is the biggest advice you give to upcoming freshmen who wants to play this sport?
Honestly, like you don't need that much experience to play. Like like I know that sounds weird to say, but like we have a good coach and you're in good hands. We have a good coach, good coaching staff. He brings other people. Like, I think we have one coach from either Australia and the other one's from New Zealand as well. And we have another parent that comes in and he's been playing rugby from the time he was like 5 and he's like 60 now. So yeah, and like it's a family. Like you come to any game, parents and everything like all the time, and they bring food after the games too. We hang out with the other team too. It's a good time, and you'll learn how to play. Like that's what people think. Like, oh, I didn't play football. Me myself, I played basketball in high school and I ran track. Like I didn't play anything remotely close to rugby. So, and I ended up starting this year, and I had a pretty good year. So, yeah.
Thank you for this time, Justin. You have a good day, man.
Hey, no problem, man.